Imagine a man or a woman who reaches the milestone of $1 trillion in wealth. We're not talking about billions, but a value unimaginable to most people. What would it take to build such a colossal fortune? Who would this person be? And, above all, what would be the impact of such wealth on the world? Today, we will explore not only how this historic milestone might be achieved, but also the speculative story of a visionary who revolutionized the world in his quest for the trillion. Such a figure would not merely accumulate wealth through conventional means. They would need to redefine industries, address global challenges, and introduce innovations that transcend borders and cultures. The magnitude of their achievements would inevitably reshape the fabric of society, influencing not just economies but also the ways people live, think, and dream. This story delves into the life of Alexander Kane, a man whose relentless ambition and visionary outlook brought the unimaginable within reach. The current landscape, the world's billionaires. To understand the context, it's essential to look at today's financial giants. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Bernard Arnault, and others lead the global wealth rankings. Bezos, with an estimated fortune of $150 billion, and Musk, frequently oscillating between $250 and $300 billion, are living examples of what innovation and entrepreneurship can achieve. But even these massive fortunes represent only a fraction of a trillion. The leap from billions to trillions requires something unprecedented. Entire markets must be transformed, new industries must emerge, and the global impact must be tangible. For instance, Musk's ventures in electric vehicles and space exploration have redefined industries, but they illustrate the vast gaps still remaining to reach a trillion. It's not just about creating wealth, but about constructing a legacy, reshaping global economies, and tackling challenges that no single government or corporation can solve. Moreover, the road to such extraordinary wealth demands foresight, resilience, and a touch of boldness. The individuals who dominate today's billionaire rankings have demonstrated these qualities. Yet, their achievements also highlight the limitations of existing paradigms. To break through the trillion-dollar barrier, an individual must transcend conventional business strategies, pioneering efforts that redefine what humanity considers possible. The journey of Alexander Kane. Alexander Kane is the fictional character we present today. His story is inspired by elements of reality but amplified by future possibilities. Born in 2003 in Austin, Texas, Kane grew up in an upper-middle-class household. His father was a software engineer and his mother an environmental scientist. From an early age, Alexander demonstrated a restless and creative mind. At 15, he developed an artificial intelligence app to optimize energy consumption in homes, selling it for $5 million. This early success gave Kane a taste of entrepreneurship and the power of innovative problem-solving. He reinvested his earnings into education, attending Stanford University, where he specialized in computer science and nanotechnology. By the time he graduated, he had already filed patents for technologies that would later form the foundation of his fortune. Kane's journey was not without its challenges. In college, he faced stiff competition from peers and skepticism from investors. However, his ability to articulate his vision and back it with actionable plans set him apart. His professors often remarked on his uncanny ability to connect seemingly unrelated fields, a skill that would later become his greatest strength. By the time he entered the professional world, Kane was not just an innovator. He was a disruptor ready to rewrite the rules. The first revolutionary innovation, Enerflux. At 18, Alexander founded Enerflux, a startup combining artificial intelligence and nanotechnology to create long-lasting batteries. These batteries not only stored renewable energy, but also made it more efficient and accessible for rural communities. In less than 5 years, Enerflux was valued at $500 billion. Enerflux's breakthrough came from its unique ability to integrate with existing power grids while drastically reducing energy waste. Governments worldwide adopted the technology, and partnerships with corporations like Tesla and General Electric propelled the company to unprecedented heights. Enerflux's dominance marked the first step in Keynes' journey to the trillion. The innovation did not come easily. Keynes spent countless nights refining prototypes, often facing technical setbacks and logistical hurdles. His resilience became the cornerstone of Enerflux's success. The company's batteries weren't just products. They represented a new paradigm in energy storage and distribution. As Enerflux expanded, it brought electricity to regions that had never been electrified, proving that profitability and social impact could go hand in hand. But Keynes didn't stop there. He realized the future of wealth lay in disruptive technologies that would solve global problems. His vision expanded to three main areas: space exploration, health, and food. Each endeavor reflected his belief that innovation could be the ultimate equalizer, addressing fundamental human needs while generating unparalleled economic value. Space exploration, the alliance with Mars. In 2035, Alexander announced a partnership with one of the largest aerospace companies, Novaspace. His goal was to colonize Mars and explore the planet's mineral resources. The mission was funded by private investors and resulted in the extraction of rare metals that revolutionized technological industries on Earth. This project boosted his fortune to $700 billion. Keynes' approach to space exploration was pragmatic and visionary. He focused on creating a sustainable business model that leveraged Mars' natural resources. The discovery of vast reserves of lithium and rare earth elements became a game-changer for industries reliant on these materials. Critics questioned the ethical implications of exploiting another planet, but Keynes' focus remained on Earth's sustainability and reducing resource conflicts. To ensure the project's success, Keynes invested in advanced robotics and automation, enabling efficient extraction and transportation of resources. His efforts inspired a new wave of space-based industries, from manufacturing to tourism. The Mars Initiative also spurred innovations that benefited Earth, including advancements in renewable energy and materials science. By 2040, Keynes' ventures had not only reshaped the space economy, but also cemented his status as a visionary leader. Health and genetic technology, the new life. Alexander also invested heavily in biotechnology research. He acquired companies specializing in genetic editing and created Genexus, a procedure that allowed the removal of defective genes, preventing hereditary diseases. Genexus became the largest healthcare company in the world, adding $200 billion to his fortune. The success of Genexus lay in its accessibility. Keynes made treatments affordable for middle-class families while partnering with governments to subsidize costs in developing nations. This approach not only elevated global healthcare standards, but also solidified Keynes' reputation as a visionary who prioritized humanity's well-being. Genexus didn't stop at treating genetic disorders. It expanded into enhancing human capabilities, from boosting immune systems to increasing lifespan. The ethical debates surrounding these advancements were intense, with some accusing Keynes of playing God. Nevertheless, his commitment to transparency and collaboration with medical professionals helped navigate these challenges. By the mid-2040s, Genexus was synonymous with hope and progress, transforming the healthcare landscape on a global scale. The food revolution, a sustainable future. Alexander introduced Agrinova, a startup that produced lab-grown food at significantly reduced costs. This technology eliminated dependence on traditional agriculture, saving water resources and reducing carbon emissions. Agrinova quickly dominated the global market, solidifying Keynes as the richest man in the world. Agrinova's success wasn't just about affordability. It reshaped food security worldwide. By eliminating the need for large-scale farming, Agrinova addressed issues like deforestation, water scarcity, and greenhouse gas emissions. Its rapid adoption by nations struggling with food shortages elevated Keynes' impact on a global scale. The company's innovations extended beyond food production. Agrinova developed nutrient-enriched products tailored to specific dietary needs, revolutionizing nutrition science. The startup also prioritized sustainability, creating closed-loop systems that minimized waste. By aligning profitability with environmental stewardship, Keynes set a new standard for corporate responsibility. His work demonstrated that feeding the world's growing population didn't have to come at the planet's expense. Social and political impact. While his wealth brought countless innovations to the world, Alexander faced criticism and challenges. Many governments feared his economic power and influence on global politics. In 2040, he was summoned by the United Nations to discuss regulations on large-scale private technology use. Despite this, Keynes maintained his position as a visionary committed to solving humanity's greatest problems. Keynes' political involvement was both a strength and a challenge. His philanthropic initiatives, such as funding education programs and climate change mitigation projects, garnered widespread support. However, detractors argued that his wealth concentrated too much power in a single individual. Keynes' ability to navigate these criticisms while staying focused on his goals became a hallmark of his legacy. His engagement with global leaders also opened dialogues on wealth redistribution and ethical entrepreneurship. While critics viewed him as a symbol of inequality, supporters saw him as proof that immense wealth could drive positive change. Keynes' influence extended beyond economics, shaping cultural and social narratives about what it means to lead responsibly in a world of abundance. The historic milestone. In 2045, Alexander Keynes was officially recognized as the first trillionaire in history. His wealth was not only a reflection of his ambition but also of his ability to see beyond the limits of the present. Keynes' trillion-dollar milestone was celebrated as a triumph of human ingenuity and resilience. Final reflections. What Alexander Keynes' story teaches us is that true wealth is not measured only in dollars but also in the impact we leave on the world. The first trillionaire could be a visionary who transforms lives or a controversial figure who redefines the limits of human ambition. Keynes' journey illustrates that the road to such immense wealth is paved with both innovation and responsibility. The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear: we are closer than ever to seeing this story become reality.